Now can you hear me? Now can you hear me? Now you can hear me, can't you? Let's try that again. Beautiful sunrise taking shape here this morning. And we have sound. Do we have sound? Yay, we have sound again. All right, so I digress. Man, I literally reset everything this morning. I've spent 5 hours in the studio yesterday trying to redo my audio board. I even called Buck last night, or Buck called me. I reached out to Buck. Buck, thank you so much. Although Buck's like, listen, if you do analog stuff, I have no clue what is going on. I cannot help you with this new digital stuff. I do all analog. And I had to reset my audio board. So I was literally, that's why we're running a little late this morning. I had to get everything all set up again and clearly didn't have it, but now we are. And the microphone should be sounding nice, crystal, and clear. At least you saw some nice views from around East Tennessee. So let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast because we got some other views I want to share with you this morning. And it's really going to turn out to be a nice day. How about this one? Live look there in the mountains. That's Klingman's Dome here to get the morning started. So a nice crystal clear start to the day there. Well, a little bit of fog and some low clouds there, but we switch over to, say, Purchase Knob. Purchase Knob is looking beautiful as well. Current temperature is now 57 degrees, so a nice, quiet start to the day. It's really just going to turn out to be a fantastic day for sure. How about 24-hour temperature change? Well, we are trending a little bit cooler out there. 11 degrees colder, actually, in Campbell County, Scott, and also Claiborne County. A little pocket of cooler air there. That's the drier air that's going to set up shop and work its way into the area. Temperatures right now, stepping outside, we're currently in the 50s and low to mid-60s, even 70 degrees down by Chattanooga. Visibility-wise, we do have some fog showing up in Claiborne County, Hawkins, Hancock, parts of Hamlin County to get the day started, and up against the Smoky Mountains, which I just showed you from the Smoky Mountain cameras. So a nice quiet start to the day, and it's really going to be a fantastic day. Let me know in the chat what you have planned planned for the day today, or even tomorrow, or even this weekend. And if you have any events that you're heading to, let us know in the chat. We'll kind of highlight some of those events coming up. If you're new to Wake Up with Witcher, we're going to be highlighting some holidays, TDOT cameras, and of course the rest of your forecast. But right now we're going to take a quick little break and talk about our sponsorship for the day today, which is Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. They have 9 locations around East Tennessee, from Knoxville to Clinton, Maryville. You can visit them online at jiffylubeknoxville.com. Listen, they don't just do oil changes, but remember, if you mention Witcher, you'll get $20 off your next service with Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. And they don't just do oil changes, they do tire services, battery services, tune-ups, cooling systems. 'Tis the season to get that cooling system checked out. So if you haven't done that yet, maybe a good idea to go save yourself $20 by mentioning my name, or even brakes. If you need new brakes, they will help you out as well. So visit them online, jiffylubeknoxville.com, 9 locations, Knoxville, Maryville, and into the Clinton community. All right, so back to the maps here as we highlight what's going on for the day today. Before we get to today, let's talk about yesterday for just a moment of time because, well, we saw a little bit of rain here or there, not a ton of rain. We made it into the 70s and low to mid and a couple pockets of upper 80s, but it was an average day. Humidity was on the high side, and so the sweat factor went up, but we just didn't see a whole lot of precipitation around the area. A couple of showers here or there. I do anticipate dry conditions today, thanks to the cold front that slid off to our south and southeast. High pressure moves its way on in. High pressure typically brings us happy weather. And I think today is going to bring us some happy weather. So your forecast for the day today and your headlines, it's going to be picture perfect. It is going to be a little bit on the breezy side. So if you are maybe doing homeschooling, if your kids are off of school for the summer break, Hobbytown is right down the street from us, and they have kites. Today will be a picture perfect kite flying day. So if you're looking for an adventure to do with your kids, if you happen to have kids that are out of school, this is the perfect day to go fly a kite. Tomorrow, weak disturbance comes on through, and that's going to bring us more bark than bite. What do I mean by that? More cloud coverage than anything else. I'll explain with the future cast coming up here in just a few moments. But then Sunday looks to bring us some scattered showers and thunderstorms and the possibility of maybe a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms. So we'll be watching the threat for that. Dew points. Remember, I said it's a process, right? Dew points are going to gradually fall. So while it still has a little bit more of a muggy feeling this morning, not as much as it did yesterday because our dew points yesterday morning were right around 70. So that dew point numbers dropped 7 degrees. But we'll continue to drop another 10 degrees throughout the afternoon. And so the skies will become even bluer as the day progresses. The air will become a lot more comfortable, even though we do have a little bit of a breeze. And yeah, temperatures are still going to warm. As I mentioned, the wind is going to pick up. These are post-frontal winds. So if you're an general aviation pilot, you want to go practice some of your crosswind landings, well, it's going to be a perfect day to do that up in Cumberland County. That's a good airport to practice crosswind landings. It's going to be breezier and gustier there. It's going to be breezy and gusty upper East Tennessee, the mountains and the plateau. Breezy here in the valley as well, but the wind will start to relax as we head into the evening hours. So your forecast for the day today, we're going to see those temps climb into the upper 70s as we get into the lunch hour. Our goal today, upper 70s to low and mid 80s. Of course, Chattanooga, one of the warmest spots, thanks to you being a little further to the south. But cutting it in the middle, we're going to be trending just a little bit below average. But if you know me, I'm a sucker for a Friday night fire pit. And tonight's going to be a perfect night to do so, as long as you don't have the wind. Of course, you don't want to have to contend with wind and fire. That's obviously dangerous. But if the wind relaxes enough, I think by 8, 9, and 10 o'clock tonight, the air is going to be drier. The temperature is going to fall into the low to mid 60s. It's going to be picture perfect weather for a Friday night fire pit. Yep, absolutely. All right, because the air is going to continue to dry out, we are looking at low temperatures on Saturday morning. Saturday morning is the pick morning of the next couple of days anyways, because it's going to be refreshing. So if you want to get out and do some gardening, if you're a jogger, walker, runner, perfect morning to do so. If you have to get out and work in the elements, it's going to be a great morning. So maybe even just a light jacket first thing in the morning. And our temperatures on Saturday will warm nicely back into the low to a few pockets of mid 80s. So we're going to stay comfortable on Saturday. But remember, I said Saturday is going to bring us more bark than bite. Here's what I'm talking about. We have an upper level disturbance coming on through, but we have dry air in the mid and low levels. So while composite radar would actually show you all the volume scans and probably show radar, how much of this actually reaches the surface of the earth? Well, probably not a lot. And if we see any at all, it's going to be north of Interstate 40. So if you're heading off to Norris Lake here this weekend, or more so tomorrow, because Sunday is going to be more of an indoor kind of a day, tomorrow, just know that you may get a sprinkle or a quick little light shower, but that should be about the extent of it if we see any sort of precipitation as well, at all. When you look at our rainfall accumulations, you can clearly see how this translates to, well, rather lackluster when it comes to rainfall. All right. So looking ahead for the next couple of days, we are continuing to see a little bit more active weather coming through on Sunday. So Sunday will bring us showers and thunderstorms. And if you are a church goer or an early morning riser on Sunday, we're likely to have the rain showers first thing in the morning. So elevated rain chances on Sunday, but null and void today and tomorrow. And then those rain chances kind of fade away as we get into our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday timeframe. All right, so here's what it looks like in the big picture. We pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Not much activity. It's going to be great. We'll have a few clouds hanging out with us, but here comes that system. Now, it's going to be a little bit more of a doozy system to our west. As we get into our Sunday, here comes the rain. That's Sunday morning, 7 o'clock. You can see the rain moving its way through East Tennessee. That's going to last through about 10 to noon, and then the rain exits. Do we see a few more showers and thunderstorms fire up late in the day on Sunday? Possible. So I don't think it's going to be an all-day washout per se, but it does look like most of Sunday will likely bring us, Sunday morning will bring us the heavier rainfall. The bullseye for rain from this system is going to be from Kansas City through St. Louis, Paducah, Nashville, here in East Tennessee. And if you have travel plans up in Kentucky, you'll have to contend with the rain on Sunday as well. More rain to our north and northwest. Dew points. Remember the dew points, the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. We talked about how tomorrow morning is going to be very crispish, if you will. So some nice weather there. But dew points climb on Sunday. Obvious, we got moisture moving its way on through. And then behind that cold front, dew points fall off again. So even Monday, Tuesday are going to feel pretty nice. And the mornings are going to feel great as well. So some nice, comfortable mornings before those dew points start to climb right back up. We're not quite into the heart of summer yet, so let's not worry about those dew points. We don't want them too high right now. What it's felt like this last week is typically what it feels like in the heart of summer, but we typically have even hotter temperatures. So when you start to get dew points in the upper 60s, low 70s, you get temperatures mid to upper 80s, low 90s, that's when we start dealing with heat index values pushing the 90s and low 100s. And I don't know about you, but I don't mind the humidity too much. Even though I'm from Colorado, I don't really mind it a whole lot. But it definitely makes if you work outside for some rather hot days. Morning lows, comfortable, crispish, perfect Saturday morning. Clouds increase, dew points come up. Sunday morning is going to be much more muggy and therefore warmer Sunday morning. Then those dew points drop again. So even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to feel very nice early in the mornings. So as we head through the weekend, don't forget the East Tennessee Weather app goes wherever you go. If you have travel plans, heading off for work or vacation, Julie's she's on vacation. They're driving back today, and she's used the app over there in Navarre Beach. But again, on Sunday, you want to track those showers and thunderstorms, and again, a possibility of some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms possible as well. All right, I apologize for all the issues. I know I'm not going to get any more viewers if I continue to have more issues, so we'll be continuing to work on that, but thank you very much for your patience. I do much appreciate it. Let's go say hi to everybody and see how everyone's doing this morning. And Buck, again, I just see that you're on the chat here just now. Thank you very much for the conversation last night. I do really, really appreciate it. So we've got Michelle and Julie on here. We've got Denise joining us this morning. We've got Lee and AJ, Julie and Eva. Pam Jones has got us this morning as well, and thanks for the help. Chris is joining us along with Tammy. Tammy, thank you so much. We'll be sharing your photos here in just a moment as we take a look at some of the beautiful photos that we've got around East Tennessee. Sunrises to sunsets. Remember, Tammy, you can throw yourself in that photo every once in a while. Selfies are awesome. I love a good old selfie. Oh, there we go. Now you're talking, Katrina. Nothing better than an evening boat ride. If you think I like Fire Pit Friday nights, man, hands down, I love a nice evening boat cruise. Go grab some dinner at one of the marinas, cruise back in the dark, and you go really slow. Oh, it makes for a night, especially with this kind of weather too. And if you are doing that this evening, Katrina, by the way, maybe take a sweatshirt or light jacket because you're going to be on the water, so it's going to feel a little bit cooler. Boat's moving right along, and the air is going to dry out. So yeah, I'd probably grab a light jacket or a sweatshirt this evening as well. All right, lots of networking and showings going on today. Kat's a realtor here in town, open a house in Oak Ridge on Sunday. You are going to be busy, and good luck to that. Of course, Aaron says, happy Friday. Yay! Yay! It's Friday. I don't know if you hear those sound effects. TBD, I suppose. Anyways, they're going to fire up the grill and chill out at the pool all weekend long. Well, maybe not on Sunday, Aaron. Maybe not on Sunday. Maybe Sunday afternoon. Sunday morning, maybe a good morning just to chill out, have some coffee and some breakfast. Speaking of which, grab your cup of coffee. It's time for that coffee talk, which we've been doing. Let's see. It was raining when you were playing golf yesterday at 9 a.m. Yeah, I had a couple of light showers there. A little trace of rain in some locations. Didn't have a whole lot yesterday. And we're going to continue to see a little bit more as we head into our Sunday. Barbara says, good morning, Mike. Can you give me an update on the weather in very South Florida going down next weekend for the first time in 4 years? I'm from South Florida. I'll tell you what, Barbara, do me a favor. Put your location where you're going to be going. Are you going to Miami or wherever you're going in South Florida? Add that location to the East Tennessee Weather app. If you don't know how to do so, I will highlight that for you here in just a moment. And then you can stay on top of the weather situation before you go. Check in on the app as you continue to go along. And when you're down there, as long as you make sure your notifications are turned on, any thunderstorms or approaching storms, you'll get notified with the app as well. That's probably going to be the best bet to do that. And so I'll walk you through that here in just a moment. Let's see. How's Night Drags going to be tonight? 7 to 10 o'clock tonight in Bristol, says Buck. Amazing. Are you headed there? It's going to be absolutely picture perfect. Yeah, perfect night for some drag racing. I've never made it to Bristol yet. I've always wanted to make it to Bristol. I have not yet made it to Bristol. Not sure what you're talking about there, Tom. Tammy says, went out shopping yesterday. It was a little bit on the toasty side. Yeah, not going to be that toasty here throughout the day today, though. It's going to be comfortable. And if you need to mow the yard, today or tomorrow, it's going to be picture perfect. Actually, tomorrow morning will probably be the best time to mow your yard because it's going to be comfortable. It's going to be dry. Plus, with the rain that we've seen over the last couple of days, maybe let the grass dry out a little bit. We probably won't have as much dew tomorrow morning as well, thanks to the dry air that swings its way on in. And so it's really going to be a nice weekend. Buck's doing Serve Day Saturday at City Hills Church. Nice, 25 different projects from feeding homeless under Carm Bridge, gas giveaways, diaper giveaways, kids' haircuts, food pantry, and dozens of other great to help the community. Buck, you are a champ. I love that you serve our community. There's a lot of folks that just make this community run so smoothly, and it's people like you. Yeah, that's right. People like you, Buck Wild, woo! All in the house, my friend. It's people like you, my friend, that make this world go round and then make the world a lot better. Chris, they're so much fun. I was beating my head against the desk this morning. Good morning, everyone. Today is church camp pickup day. Has your daughter been? She's been at church camp all weekend long. Let's see. Kimberly says, Mike, with the pictures they sent in, can we do the picture of the week? Sure. I actually was going to post a picture of the week yesterday from a storm in, I think it was Greenback area, from a professional photographer. Sent that through the Facebook page. And I was like, oh my gosh, that picture is absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. And of course, if you're a professional photographer, you can make those pictures look even better. Playing golf at 7 o'clock in the morning should be perfect. You'll need that light jacket. You'll need your golf jacket there, Lee, and then you can shed it as you cruise through the course. Last night of Bible school for me. Good job, Cheryl. That's awesome. What else we got going on here? I need a good stay-at-home job. Well, watch what you wish for there, Cody. I guess I have a stay-at-home job. Then sometimes you just never leave work. But when you have things and gremlins and going on, you never leave work until you get those gremlins figured out. Awesome, Buck. Thank you very much. Still have an issue with my lav mic, though. I don't know what's going on with that. So if you've seen my daily forecast update through the app or whatnot, the mic kind of keeps going in and out. Can't figure that out, but we'll get it figured out for sure. Looks like a Douglas Lake Danger's kind of a day this weekend. Maybe a beverage too. Sounds awesome, Danny. Good morning to you, pal, as well. It is loud. It's loud there. It is loud. Whew. Oh, that's right. Julie's heading back for the championship boys baseball game tonight. Good luck to your kids and the baseball kid, all the teams, anyways. But of course, especially your kid, because you want your kid to win. Go Nationals. That's gonna be awesome. Tammy, you gotta give me a selfie. Come on. I don't even know what you look like because you have your granddaughters. I think those are your granddaughters on your Facebook photo. So I don't even know what you look like. That's why we need to do another meet and greet. Just find out what everyone looks like. Some of you I know, some of you I don't. Oh, is it National Donut Day? Is that what you say there, Lee? Speaking of which, maybe a good time. Maybe a good time to take a nice little break. And talk about those national holidays of the day today. Lee says it's National Donut Day. Shall we find out? We shall. Today's also National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. Any chocolate ice cream lovers out there? Not me. I am not a chocolate ice cream kind of a guy. It's World Caring Day. That's a good day. It's always good to care for other people. Do as, it's the golden rule, right? Always go by, lead your life like by the golden rule. National Oklahoma Day. Well, we live in Tennessee, so we won't celebrate that day. National Donut Day. There you go, Lee. There you go. Perfect. National Donut Day. Doesn't like Krispy Kreme and stuff like that do stuff for National Donut Day? I think they do. National VCR Day. Whoo. Cody probably doesn't even know what a VCR is. Or Tanner. Tanner joins us on the program every once in a while. He's like 15. Cody, do you even know what a VCR is? When I first got in the TV world and the TV job, that's how we would send out our resume tapes through VHS tapes. And I think I've told you this story before, but because these tapes would stack up on news directors' desks and they just pop on the VCR, watch, and you get like 15 seconds. That's about all you got with a news director. I actually went to like Carm back in the day and I bought a bunch of old shoes. And what did I do? I tied that shoe around my VHS tape. Why? Because my tape would always go on top of the stack. Pretty smart. You did anything back in the day to try to get recognized or noticed in the good old world of TV. And it's National Boon Day. National Boon Day. But donuts sound so much better, doesn't it? All right, let's jump in and check out those T-Dot cameras. It's Friday, and the good news is we are accident-free all over East Tennessee. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. We'll take a live look there at about 40 in West Hills. Look at the sunshine. Grab the sunglasses if you're heading out this morning. Lots of sun glare, but that's a sign of a beautiful weather pattern that's going to be with us throughout the day today. So gorgeous weather. Oh, whoa. I would imagine that you probably do need ear protection there, Buck. 130 dB plus. Woo. Concerts are loud. I think we talked about that one day. If I could go back in the day and wear solid earplugs that kind of protect your ears but still let the sound come through really clear, I probably would have worn earplugs at all my concerts, but did not. Buck, you probably didn't wear earplugs back in the day either, I would imagine. Agreed on the meet and greet. I missed it, but we do need to get that meet and greet set up. So we will be doing that shortly. I got to figure things out inside the studio before I can do a meet and greet. That's a picture of you and your granddaughters. I can't see it very well. Oh, well, I only see your granddaughters. Maybe. That's a picture of you and your granddaughters? Am I missing something here? Chocolate, strawberry, or coffee ice cream for you? Coffee ice cream for me all day long. Strawberry, sure. Chocolate, no way. Not a chocolate lover. If it's caramel chocolate, sure. But just chocolate. Oh, butter pecan's good, Christy. You're right. You are right. It's true, buddy. That is true. Oh, you even know what beta tapes are, huh, Chris? In college, I was editing on beta. We used beta a little bit at my first TV job, but most of it was shot. Not most of our stuff was shot on DVC Pro, but then we had to use, we used DVC Pro when I first got in TV, but all of our stuff was shot in college. I guess on DVC Pro, I shot in college as well, but we edited on beta and also VHS. And the worst part about editing, tape to tape editing back in the old days, is you preview it and then the tape would slip. And then you have to edit it again and it would preview it. Perfect. Okay, edit. And it would slip. You're like, come on. Now with digital editing, it makes it so much easier, but almost so much more cumbersome as well, because there's so many more buttons and things that you can add to digital editing. All right, fine, Cody. Sorry, bud. I thought you were a little bit younger than that. Cheryl still's got her VCR. We still have a VCR as well, because actually a lot of my old resume tapes I do have either on DVC Pro or VHS. And so I still have all my stuff and good old VCR. My wife kept all of our VCR tapes and she's like, we're going to show the kids someday. No, we're not. Kids don't care about that kind of stuff. Ooh, lemon donut. Ooh, yes, lemon. I'm a sucker for lemon. Anything lemon, I'm a sucker for. Hey now, Cody. Tammy's not the tree. Coffee is just good anyways. Be kind and rewind. I like that. That sounds good. Be kind and rewind. Beta is better video. VCR was cheaper and longer record times. Yes, they were. Layla's joining us this morning. Good morning, Layla. Scooting in a little bit, but at least you scooted right in. We appreciate it. Tell Dave I said hi. Tammy, are we missing something? Please explain this photo. Let me make it bigger. See if we can make it bigger. I don't know if I can. Can you explain this photo? I don't know if you can explain that photo or not, but if you can, let us know, because that photo does not make sense to me. I don't see you. Maybe I'm missing something, but that's okay. Oh, you used to repair both those, huh, Lee? Let's fix that chat again. We're trying to look at Tammy's picture. Tammy, it looked a little it did look like there was a tree there, but I don't know if there is. So please correct us if we're wrong. Thanks, Cody. When things are working appropriately, I actually built a map this morning that said "Wake Up with Witcher" was canceled. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go down to the wire and see if I can get this to work. Oh man! On my cover photo, I'm standing behind my granddaughters. Does it look like you're standing behind your granddaughters on that? Or does that look like a tree? I don't see it, Tammy. I'll have to look at your timeline. Now you make me want to go to your timeline and check it out. Oh, sorry, Tammy. We love you. It's all in good fun, you know. Now I want to go to your timeline. Now we're going to go to your Facebook timeline real quick and see what it looks like. Can I pull it up for everybody? I'm going to pull it up for everybody. Okay. I'll give you that one. Ready? Here we go. Okay, there's Tammy's timeline. There she is behind her granddaughters. But we were talking about this photo right here, Tammy. That's the one that shows up on East Tennessee Weather. And that, my friend, is not you in the picture. That is your granddaughters. And there you are. That's what you look like. Nice. Well, you're looking great, Tammy, and you take great photos. Speaking of which, let's talk about some photos of the day, shall we? Let's go back to here. We got some great ones coming in from, by the way, from Tammy. And let's see, this one's coming in from Tammy this morning from Fog in Washburn. So a little blurry on that one there, Tammy. You usually do better than that. But we got some foggy conditions showing up in Washburn this morning. Just a little bit of fog, not enough to really slow anybody down. So a little bit of fog showing up this morning in Granger County. We also had another one, great one, clouds in Washburn yesterday. So this is a solid photo right there. How about this one? Let's get that to be bigger. Boop. There it is. That's a good one. Got some crepuscular rays kind of showing up on the backside of those clouds. So great photo there coming in from the Washburn community. Let's see what else do we have. Tammy's just always loading up the clouds. Here's a great sunrise. This was yesterday morning. Yesterday morning from Tammy. Look at that. Isn't that great? What a beautiful sunrise. Speaking of which, let's take a look at see what it looks like from the shed there this morning. A nice view of the clouds here off against the mountains. I mean, isn't that not just like the best view to get the day started? Crystal clear up in the National Park, and that's in downtown Gatlinburg. So a nice view there. Nice view from the East Tennessee Weather Camera and Fox Road Marina. Looking amazing here to get the day started. Can't go wrong with that. Tammy, thanks for sharing all of your photos with us here on East Tennessee Weather. Does the app do a 10-day forecast ahead of time? I believe it does. Let's go to the app. I'll show you what it looks like. Let's see. Let's open up the app for you. So if you open up the app, this is what you will see. And again, oh, by the way, coming up June 12th, we've got the WDVX Summer Nights with Yeehaw Brewing Company. I'll be broadcasting live out there. We're going to be doing some fun reels with them as well. So don't forget June 12th, mark your calendars. We'll be broadcasting from Yeehaw in downtown Knoxville. So if you come to the current conditions and take a look at the 7-day forecast, let's look at daily. And does it go? No, just 7 days. Just 7 days out. But for those that were asking about Southern Florida, I forget who that was. I apologize. If you come up here to the top of your screen, on the top of your East Tennessee Weather app, and you click that little tiny plus mark, that will take here. So you can put in Florida. So you add a location right here. Click on that. Well, let's just put Miami in there. There's Miami, Florida. You click on that. Come down here and go, yes, please. And you save that. Make sure you enable your alerts. Mine's not going to allow me because I don't have the notifications turned on. Make sure you allow alerts. Push save. I did. Well, it doesn't seem to be working on my end. There it is. Enable alerts. No, it's not going to let me on my system. But there's Miami, Florida. Now you go backwards. And now guess what you can do? Now what you do is you come through here and you slide this bar right here. And you can have different cities. So we go Denver. We've got Louisville. We've got Chattanooga. And there you go. There's Daytona Beach, Florida. There's Miami, Florida. And so that will give you the forecast for Florida ahead of time as you lead up to the trip. But that will also give you all the weather information along with the interactive radar that takes you right to, oh, there we go. So we've got an alert down by Miami, Florida. What would that alert be? It would be a heat advisory. So it's going to be a toasty one for sure. So then you'll be alerted on what sort of weather is coming up as you progress towards your vacation. So that's what this is good for. If you go on any sort of vacation across the country, that will keep you up to date on there. We are going to be heading to St. John coming up next week. And so St. John is right there. Ooh, we've had some earthquakes down there as well. St. John has been dealing with some heat advisories. So we've got heat advisories around St. John. That's San Juan. That's Puerto Rico. There's Virgin Islands. Here's St. John. So there's St. John. So it goes, the East Tennessee Weather app's been updating me with the heat advisories. It's currently 84 degrees. Look at this. And then you click on the advisory and it'll tell you all the information from the National Weather Service. So again, the East Tennessee Weather app and the interactive radar and the alerts are going to be great tools. And if you don't have alerts turned on, you can go up to this cog wheel on the top right-hand side, go to overlays, and then make sure you highlight alerts right there. So check it on. I always have lightning checked on. And you can see I have earthquakes checked on as well as national. Now that we're in hurricane season, I turned on the tropical tracks from the national hurricane season, storm tracks for any storms that do fire up, and surface analysis, which is a great tool if you'd like to know where cold fronts and stuff are. You can see how the surface analysis populates right there on the map. So our cold front that came through yesterday is now down across southern Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, but another one will be heading our way. So I've got all these different locations because I've shown you how to use the app so many different times. But hopefully that helped out a little bit. Just a wee bit. If you ever have any questions about the East Tennessee Weather app, just also a little side note, if you're on any sort of screen within the app, just click the orange TN on the top left-hand side. That will take you back to the home screen. Take you right back to the home screen. Hey, Buck. I'm going to personally invite you next Wednesday, June 12th. I'm going to personally invite you, because I know you're a big, giant music head, to come out to Yeehaw and join for some WDVX bluegrass music. So hopefully I'll be able to see you then. We've taken a couple photos together. We've taken a photo together at a concert. Where'd you say that was? I think you said a couple concerts we've been together at. But we also took a picture at the Shed, actually, at a concert down there. So we've taken a couple photos together before I even really knew who you were. And now I know who you are. And one of the kindest men I've ever met. Good, solid dude right there, my friend. Good, solid dude. Let's see. So, Christy, did that help you out? She said, okay, because that's what I needed to know to see what we're looking forward to on our vacation. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. So if you have any issues, hopefully tune in tomorrow. If you can't figure it out, we'll walk you through it again. But just that little tiny plus sign in the top of the screen, and then you can add those locations, which we do all the time. Anytime I go somewhere, I'm adding that location at least a week in advance. To get an idea of what it looks like. Have I sold any more umbrellas? I do have a couple more umbrellas I have to ship out. Why? You going to buy some more, Kimberly? You need more? They're giant umbrellas. We saw that with Julie's photo yesterday. In case you missed it, this was Julie's photo yesterday. Let's see if we can get this to load. It's loading. So Julie's photo was amazing. Oh, we got some more photos in here. So here's Julie's photo from the beach. No, that's not it. I guess she sent it to me via text. Or maybe you post that on, you may have posted that on, let's see if we can get that. This was awesome. You posted it on your Facebook page. Indeed, you. Ooh, did you? I think you did. There it is. Here's Julie's photo from the beach. Look at that. Julie's like, yeah, John in the East Tennessee weather umbrella staring at the beach. That, my friends, right there. That's a giant umbrella. That is a giant umbrella. Got some other great photos. How about this one coming in? So this one's a great one. Oh, I gotta find out what puppy this is. I gotta make it smaller. Let's do that. Any resemblance? Maybe. I'm a dog sometimes. This was from Wendy Schultz. This is our Catahoula Mousy. Catahoula Mousy. I've never heard of that before. We live in Halls, and you are a go-to for weather. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Wendy. And that's your, I don't know if I said the dog right. What kind of dog is that? Catahoula Macy, maybe. I have no idea what kind of dog that is, but she's a cutie for sure. Ah, like mean mugging us this morning. Here's another great one from Tammy. This is a great sunrise with the crepuscular rays showing up as well. Look at that. Another one from Granger County. Tammy, you're outdoing yourself on the photos. Loading them up with East Tennessee weather. Oh, here's another one from Tammy. Well, that was the same one. So cool stuff. So don't forget, you can upload photos through the Witcher's Pictures link. If you don't know how to get to that, let me show you real quick. Just scroll down with the East Tennessee Weather app. Scroll down, all the way down. There it is. Click on there. You can take a photo from your phone, upload it from your phone, or take a picture right there. And send me a little information about the photo, and you can share your photos with me through Witcher's Pictures. I've been doing Witcher's Pictures since I started in the broadcast world. And speaking of old school and VHS and DVC Pro cameras and stuff and photos, when I started Witcher's Pictures 24 years ago, I used to have to use my DVC Pro camera to shoot the photo on the ground and then put it on tape. And then the director used to always have to roll tape when I called for Witcher's Pictures. Tammy loves her umbrella. Happy birthday to your grandson, Eva. Great stuff. Awesome stuff. Felicia, I sure hope you have a great weekend as well. Anything going on this weekend have a great weekend, Buck. Anything going on this weekend that we know about? I've been dying for pictures of people. Nobody puts themselves or their family members in photos. I can either get dogs, sunrises, sunsets, storm photos. Nobody does it. Photos are the best if you actually put a person in there, a subject in there. Photos are the absolute best that way. You should totally send one of the four of you, says Katrina. Absolutely, positively send those in. Because I want to see what people look like. I like people. I want to see what you all look like. Hey, by the way, it's 7:43, and don't forget that this morning's Wake Up with Witcher was sponsored by Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. They do have 9 locations around East Tennessee, from Knoxville, Maryville to Clinton. So make sure you check them out every once in a while. If you need an oil change, if you need a tire service or battery check, or even new brakes, mention Witcher for a $20 discount, and they will help you out. All right, we're going to wrap things up this morning. Thanks for sticking with me. Thank you very much for your patience. I really do appreciate it. Hey, by the way, did you see my shirt? It's Fun Shirt Friday. Got to add a nice little fun shirt every once in a while. Fun Shirt Friday. And it's going to be a perfect night for a Friday night fire pit. It's going to be a great Saturday as well. Not a lot of rain heading our way, but we will start to see increasing chances for rain as we head into our Sunday, as our next disturbance swings our way. That's a cold front that's going to drop our humidity just a little bit, and then we'll see improving conditions as we get into our Monday and Tuesday, but I'll break it down with your full forecast with the local 24-hour weather channel, which broadcasts 24/7 on all East Tennessee weather platforms, the app, the website, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, also on YouTube as well. All right, my friends, we sure hope you have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Thanks for the conversation, the photos, and your patience. We are working through it together, and I really, really do thank you very, very much. All right, have a great day. We'll see you back here on Monday. Don't forget, Wake Up with Witcher, 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. We do take the weekends off, but all East Tennessee weather platforms will be updated throughout the upcoming weekend. We'll see you back here real soon.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Have a great day, everybody. We finally made it to Friday. It's Fun Sure Friday. Why not? It's going to be a beautiful day around East Tennessee. While we had nice, solid average temperatures yesterday, saw some hit-and-miss showers officially at some of the airports and in other locations as well, but not a ton of rain fell over the last 12 to 24 hours. Now, a cold front's been swinging its way on through the area. Back behind it, some nice, quiet, dry air is going to set up shop. It's going to be a beautiful weather pattern for the next day or so. So today is going to be a picture-perfect day. A little breezy behind the cold front. That should be about the extent of it. A weak disturbance on Saturday will bring us just more bark than bite. Just a few clouds hanging out with us. Sunday, though, another cold front swings on into the area, and that's going to bring us some showers and thunderstorms, maybe a couple of strong thunderstorms, as we have the ingredients in the atmosphere to see a few strong thunderstorms if we can tap into that. And then next week, a few chances for rain, but definitely looking like a pleasant week. We've got much more in that 7-day forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. But look at our dew point numbers from this morning. Yeah, still a little humid, but it is trending colder this morning than what it was yesterday morning. Dew points continue to fall throughout the day today, and that's going to make this evening absolutely picture perfect. So I said there's going to be a little bit of a breeze. Winds are going to be shifting out of the west-northwest, and that's going to usher in some post-frontal wind. And so as you see by the lunch hour, it's going to be a little breezy, a little gusty at times, some stronger winds upper East Tennessee and the Smoky Mountains. But as we get into the evening hours, I think the wind's going to relax, which would make it for a perfect Friday night fire pit. 77 degrees by lunchtime. Forecast highs will be in the upper 70s to low 80s, so nice weather there. And speaking of fire pit weather, as long as it's not too windy in your area, hey, it's going to be a perfect night today for that. 69 degrees, lower humidity is going to feel amazing. 65 degrees by 9. And down to 61 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight, so enjoy that. And by the way, if you do a fire pit in your backyard, snap a photo of you and your family, your friends, and upload it through the Witcher's Pictures link using the East Tennessee Weather app. Speaking of comfortable, how about tomorrow morning? It's going to feel amazing. We're talking temperatures in the 50s with that cooler, drier air in place. It's going to feel crispish, if you will. We're going to warm back in the low 80s on into our Saturday, but as I mentioned, we do have another disturbance on the way, and that's going to bring us increasing clouds, more bark than bite. Well, I say that because while the model forecast shows a little bit of rain, do we see a sprinkle or two? Sure, can't rule that out. I think the northwest-facing slopes of the plateau and the mountains have the better chance as you get a little lift in the atmosphere, but other than that, maybe a sprinkle or two, but mostly dry conditions is anticipated. But we are going to be likely partly to mostly cloudy. And you can clearly see if we get any sort of rainfall at all, it's going to be fairly lackluster. So not a whole lot of precipitation is expected on Saturday, but that changes as we get into our Sunday because we got another disturbance on the way. Temperatures will stay in the low 80s through the upcoming weekend. Rain chances ramp up Sunday. They fade away Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So let's highlight that Sunday storm system. Here's that cold front picking up our timeline Saturday evening, I should say. As the cold front slides across the state of Tennessee and Kentucky, it's going to bring some moisture with it. As we get into our Sunday morning, there's 5, 6, 7 o'clock. So if you're heading off to church Sunday morning, it looks like it could be rather soggy to get our Sunday started. But if this holds true, the rain won't be with us all day long. And I think that we'll see improving conditions throughout our Sunday afternoon. And that cold front's also going to usher in some slightly cooler and drier air to start next week as well. So rainfall forecast, if you have any travel plans, kind of see the bullseye of rain from Kansas City down to East Tennessee and for the state of Kentucky. Dew point trend. Dew points come up as the cold front approaches, and that brings us the rain showers on Sunday. Cold front moves on through. Dew points fall Monday, Tuesday, so some nice weather Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll start to see a little bit more humidity begin to kind of pick back up as we get into the middle and latter part of next week. Temperature-wise, average high for this time of year is 84. So we're going to stay at or below average all the way through Wednesday, and then Thursday, we'll start to see those temperatures come up with higher dew points. It's going to feel more like summertime for sure. But as I mentioned, low temperatures Saturday morning is going to feel amazing. If you're a runner, jogger, you have outdoor plans, you've got soccer games or baseball games, it's going to be amazing. Maybe even a light jacket first thing in the morning, but we'll warm nicely throughout the day. And then low temperatures on Sunday, thanks to the clouds moving on through, come up a little bit. And then as that cold front passes us by, brings us lower humidity, low temperatures come down Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So stay on top of those showers and thunderstorms that we're talking about for Sunday. And you can do so easily by downloading the East Tennessee Weather app. Just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. There's that amazing interactive radar. If you've not seen this yet, it gives you current, past, and future radar of 2 hours. So it really helps you plan your outdoor activities.